Right, so this is my vlog thing that I was talking about. I went to Tanyard Creek Nature Trail, had a little expedition, went on a hike by myself today, and yeah. So my plan for this was to use the map. I ended up abandoning the map a little bit. I wanted to go all around it. I wanted to go everywhere. I didn't. I went around the bottom and kind of off the side, up to the top, then back to my car. Took about an hour. It was still fun. Just wanted to look and just explore fully. Took my time. My other goal, my plan, just leave no trace, you know. Bella Vista is really populated. Lots of people go in and out of this trail, and they leave trash, and it's kind of sad. It's frustrating, you know. These are the kind of things that need to be maintained well, and lots of people just don't. And because of the creek and stuff, there's high traffic, and people leave trash like food, beer cans, just all kinds of stuff, and it sucks to see, but it just kind of happens. So my thing that I really like is the critters. Right here is a super ultra common rat snake. These guys, native to Arkansas, this guy was like 3, 4, maybe even 5 feet. They eat rodents. That's what they eat. They're non-venomous. That's why they have the name rat snake. He was real pretty. He was up on that log, man. He was loving life. You know, super cool to see. Don't see a lot of snakes, but this guy's he's a really common one that you'll see a lot. They can be in your houses, backyards sometimes. You know, you never know. So this was a dragonfly. It was real hard getting a picture of him. He was big. He's a common whitetail. I thought he was a spotted, but as you can see, they're just large blotches, right? They're not spots. So that's how you can mix them up. But also this guy, really easy to identify once you know what it is, because he got a big old fat white butt, right? Easy to identify. Super cool. And it was really hard to get a picture of. I just like chased him around and looked crazy because he kept flying away, flying back and forth. But I'm glad he landed and I was able to get a picture. So next up is gonna be the bumblebees, if it'll pop up here soon. Maybe here soon. Bumblebees play they play a really big, crucial role to the environment. They're pollinators. They love these flowers. It's the only flowers I saw them on. They pollinate, you know. They spread pollen all over. Very important. Unfortunately, they are dying rather quickly, becoming endangered. Not cool. So this guy had a hard time figuring out what he was, but it is a leaf-footed bug. And they're called that because they chill on leaves and their hind legs have those leaf-like protrusions, right? And normally they chill on leaves that match their color, but this guy was obviously confused. I don't know what he was doing. He stuck out like a sore thumb. That's how I got a picture of him. But still super cool to see. Just a little dude, you know, just chilling, man. So this next picture that's about to pop up is my favorite picture I took all day. Super intimate moment with the spider, you know. He's just eating an ant right there. And he has a really misleading name. It's a deadly ground crab spider. And he's not deadly, not harmful to people or animals at all, just little insects. And gosh, I just love this picture so much. I love this moment. I'm probably the only person in the world that saw the spider, saw him eating this ant, and it was just super cool. Like the things you miss, you know, like taking the time to look at everything, analyzing everything, you know. Like if you're in a rush, man, you probably would have missed that dragonfly, missed the bees, and missed this moment with the spider, you know, because there's things going on all the time, and it's just one of those things, you know. I really spent a lot of time on this recording. I guess I had a lot to say about these, but don't really got that much more to say. Oh yeah, so these birdhouses, right? They're made by the Bella Vista Bluebirds Association, and the bluebirds in Arkansas used to be endangered. And this association society has contributed to 50,000 new bluebirds over the course of like 40 years, about since 1980. But bluebirds doesn't just stop at birds that are physically blue. It includes the American robin, goldfinch, eastern bluebird, blue jays, just so many different birds, like house finch, lots of these small little birds that are rare across the United States, but actually very common in Arkansas. And it makes Arkansas like home to a lot of bird watchers. That it's a pretty large hobby in Arkansas, and obviously it's been a large hobby for a long time, at least since 1980, and there are probably a dozen of these little birdhouses. It was really great to see, how much people value the wildlife, and of course plants, right? Saw a ton of plants. This right here was one of my favorite things that I saw. This is a hackberry, how do I say this? Hack something. But anyway, it was super cool. It's like the American elm. It's a very similar tree. You see this right as you walk in. It's super cool, and it just twists up into the sky. It's like one of my favorite things that I saw. Yeah, it's a hackberry, and it has these serrated leaves. Looks like it has teeth. It's super cool. It makes like a purple fruit, which is also really cool. But the fruits are like, they're kind of small, kind of big. I don't know how you want to say that. They're about a 1/3 inch around, which is, it's kind of big, but you can't really eat them. Some animals will eat them and they really enjoy it, but that's really it for this tree. But yeah, some other trees. Okay, so right here my video broke, which is why you couldn't see the other stuff. That was hackberry. And right here we have the honeybee plant. And they really love this thing. It's a type of clover. Super cool. It's called a crown vetch. Yeah, but it produces these pink flowers all year long, and the honeybees or the bumblebees really love it. They have a strong root system, which is really important for preventing erosion, especially in areas with a lot of water flow, like obviously Tanyard Creek. It just keeps the soil tight and prevents it from over eroding, which would be bad for the environment. This is a massive, beautiful tree right here. It's a black cherry tree. One of my favorite trees I saw. It has very small bark, very small branches, and that's why you don't really see the branches, right? But really, it's just a big, beautiful tree. One of my favorite. Next up, we have some more plants. This guy, really relate to a little bit. Nobody likes him, man. He's the little brother of the maple, He's a weed. He's undesirable. He grows quickly, not like me. But this is a box elder. It's a weed. That's really all he's known for, My video's being annoying again, but it's just a weed, man. People don't like it, and it grows super fast. Right here is a southern black haw. It's a shrub, and this is the best specimen in the whole park, which is super cool. It's pretty cool, I guess, but it's at the end of the shrub. Not much with shrubs. They're just shrubs. Except he's the best shrub, so I guess that's good for something. Here are the fungi. A really hard time identifying these, but with the help of Google Lens, I was able to. On the left here is the smooth chanterelle. Very common in Arkansas. It's an edible mushroom. It grows on the forest floor, and you'll see it very easily. It's a bright, obviously bright colored mushroom. Super cool. On the right is the wood ear mushroom. Also actually edible, surprisingly. I'm not gonna eat it though, because that's scary. But it's a crunchy fungi. It's used in a lot of Chinese dishes. It's actually a really popular fungi. But now it'll grow on a ton of trees. It's really super common, especially in Arkansas. It's used in a hot and sour soup. Some natural formations that I saw that I really enjoyed is obviously the creek. The creek is very powerful, you know, running water does its thing. Right down there you can see a massive tree that collapsed into the creek, and it's completely smooth. The bark has been ripped off of it, the branches and the leaves. It's super cool to see the power of water and erosion and what it's done to that tree. Now this creek is one of the main attractions, I guess you would say, to the park. Lots of people will come, they'll swim. There's a bunch of waterfalls, which we'll see here in a second. I think my video is messing up again, but you know, that's part of it. Oh well, man. The creek, it was cool. Unfortunately, my video is messing up, but there's a bunch of waterfalls, and that's probably why most people come here, is to see the waterfalls. With how much rain we've had, there's a lot of flow, big heavy flow, and due to limestone erosion, it uncovers sulfur actually, and they call it like sulfur springs, which is like all over Arkansas. It has that rotten egg smell, and you'll see limestone everywhere, and you can see it on the riverbank there. But it contributes to that smell because it stores like sulfur as a mineral, and because of erosion, it'll uncover that pretty frequently. And yeah, so some unnatural formations here would be this super cool bridge, but again, the thing broke. Behind that was a dam that blocked Lake Windsor, and right here is the massive stinking golf course. It's kind of fitting that it went and blocked everything, because this stupid golf course causes a lot of litter. I just hate it. It's just an eyesore. It's like a massive piece of litter. Anyway, in conclusion, I had a lot of fun. It's my first super cool vlog. It was messing up a little bit, unfortunately, but that's part of it. 8 out of 10. Didn't like seeing litter, but I love nature. The end.